So today we're going to talk about launch to profit in 7 days, how to take a brand new online business and get it in profit in 7 days. So you're probably going, how the heck is that possible? I mean, I really want to cover this with you because I'm telling you what, some of you are making it way too hard to make money. You're just in your own way. Okay. So I'm going to help you with that today. So I'm going to share a process with you that literally can take you from launch to profit in 7 days. I'm going to share the exact strategy with you. Now, will you do it? I don't know. I don't understand why you wouldn't. Who wouldn't want to launch a business today and be able to walk into next week going, I'm already in profit mode. Let's go. Right? It's the game changer. So when I discovered a process like this, you guys, I did not have the money to invest. Just being honest with you right now, but I also looked at my TV in my house and I'm like, if you can invest in a TV, you can invest in this, right? It's all about your priorities. And we have no problem spending money on things that entertain us. So I was ready to flip my mindset and spend money on things that would educate me and equip me with skills. So first of all, let's talk about that. You guys realize your income level is 100% based on your skill level. So you want to make more money? Learn more skills. It's literally that simple. Look at anything. You can go become a gymnast and you're going to become a better gymnast when you learn more skills and techniques being a gymnast. It's in everything. Your job, right? When you become better at your job, you can move up the ladder. It's in everything. So don't expect it to be any different when you launch your own online business. So I'm telling you guys, the only reason why you do not have success in today's digital world, seriously, the only reason you don't have success in today's digital world is you. Because you're not willing to plug something in that works. You're not willing to test it, perfect. I'm telling you what, the person you are right now is going to be a totally different person when you learn new skills and techniques. See, this Legacy Builder program isn't just to help you make money. It's not. It is to help you completely transform your life. To help you be able to design your life, create that life you've always dreamed of. That's what it's about. And to be able to do that, you need to have cash flow, right? Because having a predictable cash flow coming in changes everything. It changes everything. And by the way, if you're on here right now saying, you got to talk about money, get over yourself. Get over yourself, because guess what? You wouldn't have a job if it wasn't for somebody that didn't have money to start that business. So get over. If you have a hard time hearing somebody talk about money, that's your problem. And if you have a hard time hearing somebody talk about money, you're never going to make money. Money is the byproduct for everything. Literally, you wouldn't have a job if it wasn't for somebody had money to start the business. Think about that. Think about it. So we got to get over that, you guys. You're making it way too hard. You're making it way too hard. This process that I'm going to share with you, and I'm going to break down launch to profit in 7 days, but this process helps you build a following, helps you build a brand. It's going to help you build a predictable income stream because you're going to build an email list. And that's going to show you how to add additional income streams. I went from just begging to make money from home, to making money from home, to making a recurring income stream, to now having 14 income streams, just getting ready to launch my 15th income stream. And I'm not grinding. Matter of fact, we're on our 3rd vacation this summer. We travel. We've literally been home. I think we were home 6 days total in June. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not even that many days. Like I'm telling you, you don't have to work hard. You don't have to work hard to make money. You don't have to work hard to design your life. You got to work smarter. And the smartest thing you can do for your future, for your freedom, is go digital. Everybody else is, why not you? Because if I continue to beat myself up, I had to get over myself. I had to stop being the victim in my life, and I had to push through and become the victor. Because I was a victim in my life. Back in September of 2022, August of 2022, July, I was a victim. I thought I was too old. That's a victim mentality. I thought because I didn't have any tech skills, that's the victim mentality. I would look in the mirror and be like, how the hell did you get here? But I didn't want to stay there. I knew I was meant for more. You know you're meant for more. You wouldn't be listening to me right now. I didn't want to stay there. I had to push through the victim mentality, and I had to look in the mirror and be like, you will not be in the same place in 6 months. I had to refuse to be in the same place. It was a non-negotiable for me. So when I discovered this process, I will tell you what, you guys, and here's my question for you. When is the last time you got excited about the way you were making an income? Because I got excited. I was so excited. I seen it. I seen freedom. I seen freedom. I seen me able to have more time with my family. And here's how, because it said business on autopilot. You know what that means, right? When you have a business on autopilot. So what that means when you have a business on autopilot, it means it's working for you 24/7. So that means when you're doing the things that you have to do or that you love to do, you have this fully automated business out there working for you 24/7. It was a no-brainer to me because, see, I was trying to make an income in network marketing. Like, I was trying. I had full intention of doing it because all I cared about is not having to put my grandchildren in daycare, because I tried everything my entire life to make sure my children never went in daycare, right? And so I was helping when my children are out growing their dreams. I would watch my grandchildren. And I was like, I am not going to go get a job outside the home and put my grandchildren in daycare. I would feel like a failure because I'm like, no, family's going to raise family. Right. And now, because of that, my children have the most amazing bonds with their niece and nephew. Like, you guys, that's priceless right there, by the way. To see my little peanut and my son is just, they're two peas in a pod. That would have never happened if they were stuck in daycare all day with strangers. And so as a grandma, I still felt like that, right? And so I'm only telling you that because I was trying to make it network marketing. But if I walked out of my office, the moment I walked out and I wasn't trying to find customers, I made no money. So I lived with that guilt, right? Just like many of you might have a job and you live with the guilt because you're sticking your kids in daycare or your grandchildren are having to go to daycare, right? And you're not having the time with your family. I talked to a mom the other day and she was literally like, my children don't even know me and I don't even know my children. She goes, we're so caught in such a funk. And she said, because we get up in the morning, and she said, this summer's really bad. She goes, because now they're just kind of running around loose. She goes, I don't even know what they do. And she goes, by the time I get off and I cook dinner, and she goes, I'm so exhausted and I don't have a job I'm fulfilled at. And she goes, I know I'm taking it out on them. And she goes, me and my husband don't have a relationship. And I stopped her and I said, how much longer are you going to live like that? This is a conversation through DM on Instagram, by the way. I said, how much longer are you going to live like that? So I'm asking you, how much longer do you guys want to live like this? Because, see, I knew I was done with network marketing in August. Well, actually, a little bit before that of 2022. But I couldn't burn my bridge then. I had to keep on doing network marketing because at least I was making some money, right? Enough that I didn't have to go get a job. But it wasn't covering all the bills because it was dropping dramatically because I wasn't building it. So when I discovered this process, and let me share with you guys, and then I'm going to go into launch to profit in 7 days. It said no MLM. It said no monthly expenses. And it said learn how to make 100% profit. I thought that was the coolest thing ever, but I'm like, time out. How can you have an online business and make 100% profit? How does a company make money? She said the thing that changed my life for real. She said, because a company creates your website for you. I'm like, so no designing a website from scratch? Yes, let's go. Because I hate tech, by the way. I mean, it's like fingernails on a chalkboard when I think of tech. So I love the fact that I already had the templates. All I had to do is plug in my domain and my payment gateway. So I'm paid directly into my bank account. And I've not touched it since then. So I've literally had a fully automated business out there working for me since September of 2022. And here's a funny fact. I've had 2 people now, love them. They're more detailed, very analytical people. And they're like, oh, by the way, you have 2022 in your email automations. And I'm like, I reply back to them. I'm like, I probably do. It just works so good. I don't want to touch it. Funny, right? And so I'm just sharing that with you because once you get your automated system set up, it's good. You don't got to touch it again. and it will just be out there creating an income stream for you over and over and over again, as long as you learn attraction marketing. Okay? Because there is a way in today's world, but you got to get out of your own way. When I see people not able to make a consistent daily pay income, it's because they're in their own way. So hopefully today you have permission to look in the mirror and be like, okay, I got to get out of my own way. I got to follow a proven process, and this can change my life, because that's what I had to do. So I discovered this. I launched my business on September 10th of 2022. My automations and everything was set up and ready to go on the 12th. But I'm talking launch to profit in 7 days, right? What I did though, I knew you can't build a brand overnight. So for example, when you see a Starbucks being built, what do you see before the Starbucks is even built? Can anybody tell me? Can anybody tell me what they see even when the building is being built? They see a sign that says coming soon Starbucks. Okay? That is the little teaser, getting that anticipation, getting you excited, getting you ready to kind of redo your schedule so you can go through a Starbucks, right? They let you know. With that being, and it's every business, by the way, right? Whenever you see a construction coming up, you always see the coming soon sign. So why not you? When you launch your business, there should be a coming soon sign. So what is that? In your stories, a picture post, a video. I don't care where you do it. You got to do it. That's exactly what I did. Okay. So let me give you a hot tip. Now, if you're inside my community, you don't have to do what I'm getting ready to say with you, because I've saved you a lot of time. And here it is. So when I purchased this program, I didn't have no community. So what I did is I went to Facebook and I found some Facebook groups for online businesses. And what I did is I grabbed a notebook. Okay, I'm giving you guys a hot tip right now. I grabbed a notebook and I went inside. I think I joined a handful of groups, and I went in there to look at the comments only. I didn't read the post. I didn't care about the post. I didn't go there to engage. I read the comments only, and I seen people's pain points. And you guys, the more I read people's pain points, the more excited I got. I was like, holy crap, I got a solution for them. Holy crap, I got a solution for them. Holy crap, I got a solution for them. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be able to help so many people. And I got so excited because I knew what my business is, and I knew who my perfect customer was. And then I started seeing all these people, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I started writing it down. That is how I created my first 21 pieces of content, by the way, is 100% off of what people in the comments said. And I knew I had a solution for them. Now, if you're inside my community, I have made hundreds of posts on this. All you got to do is find those posts, because I ask people all the time in the community, why did you purchase? Go look at all their problems, why they purchased. We have the solution. So that's done for you. And you don't got to waste your time going through all this Facebook group. I thought I was going to fail when I first did this. I thought I was too old. I thought because I'm an introvert, I was like, TikTok? I'm going to go on TikTok? Aren't I too old for TikTok? Right? But here's what I feared more. I feared more being in the same place. I feared more of not having the money to be able to make sure I could be in the bleachers and watch every single run of my son's races, because he's a runner in college. And that was my goal. The moment I had children, and I have 6 kids, by the way, my goal was to never miss any moments, to always be in those stands. I've watched too many people that are grown adults literally talk about how they were at dance recitals and they knew their mom wasn't going to be there, but they would still look in the crowd hoping she was be there. Oh, no way. My children will never, ever say that. But the direction I was going in 2022, it was going to happen. So I feared that. That pushed me beyond anything. Everything changes. See, when you're living your life to pay your bills, you're living your life to pay your bills. When you're living your life to design your life, man, that's freedom. But the only fear should be is continue to live your life to pay your bills. That's the only fear. And that's what I feared. I refused. This was September, and I was like, I will not go into the summer months still broke. I can't do that. And that changed everything. Mindset matters, right? Mindset matters. I recommend everybody listen to me right now. You got to promote something that's digital. Okay, let me give you 2 examples why. Because the world is going digital. Why not you? But when you promote something digital, you guys realize you can make 100% profit. That's awesome, right? That was huge for me. So for example, my number one, let me just give you a different perspective of this, okay? Then I'm going to show you why I have this on my lap. So let me give you a different perspective. Like for example, my number one selling product is $900, okay? Which means when I get a customer for $900, that's $900 into my bank account. Imagine if I was selling a lip gloss. I'm going to make about $9. So I would have to sell 100 lip glosses to make $900. That's tough. That's hard. That's hard. Do you realize if you are promoting a product or program or service that's $900, 111 customers, you've made 6 figures. Wild, huh? Or you can make 900. Wild, isn't it? Wild. That's the big difference. Okay. That is the big difference. Make 100%. Now, maybe you're an affiliate for a product. Okay, let's say you're affiliate. On average, you make about 25%, which means you would make $225. So if you wanted to make 900 a day, you'd need 4 customers. What makes more sense? 1 customer to make 900 or 4 customers to make 900? Or 100 customers to make 900. See, when that was laid out to me, that was the biggest light bulb moment. I'm like, are you kidding me? I can build a following. I can build a brand. I can build an email list. I can learn how to get monetized on my social media accounts. And I can build a daily paying customer base and make 100% profit while I'm learning and earning. You guys, it's a no-brainer because the moment you can learn these strategies, sky's the limit of what you can do. This is to help lay your foundation. I never thought I would have 14 income streams. I never thought I would. I was going to be happy making $54,000 a year working 2 hours a day because I didn't have the vision or the belief in myself that I could do it. So take that fear that you have and fear more of being in the same place. Fear more of having to settle. Fear more of having to go into the holidays with guilt. Of not being able to do the things that you love or that you want to do. Fear that more. And then take action. It's not a question if people are making money in the digital world. They're making millions. Why not you? Here's another stat. The e-learning industry is the fastest growing industry out there. The e-learning industry in 2019 did $950 million in 1 year. In 2023, it did $1 billion a day. So what it used to take an entire year now does in 1 day. And matter of fact, the first quarter of 2024, it did $1.2 billion a day. It's projected to hit $3 billion a day by 2027. Do you realize how much money is to be made in this industry? Why not you? It's your sweet spot. I don't know if there's ever going to be another opportunity like there is right now. Why wouldn't you want to do that? Okay, so that's what I recommend. So that was a no-brainer to me. Matter of fact, I think this is the most brilliant business strategy I've ever seen in my entire life. The fact that you can make 100% profit, you can purchase a program for a very low investment, make 100% profit while you are building your email list, your following, and your brand. I'm like, what? How does it get better than this? Right? It's kind of like you go to school for 4 to 6 years to be a doctor, and then you got to go be an intern and you don't get paid for that. This is with us, but we have to shave off the learning curve and we can learn and earn the exact same time. It's just so awesome. Automated system that you can get access to as well, right? So it's right here. The moment you put your email, it is literally going to take you right here. Okay. And you can watch this video that gives you the details. Now, if you watch this video and you still have more questions, just check your email because you're going to get this in your email from me. And I break down more your automated sales process. That's your freedom. This is why I call it our freedom machine. And at any time, you can go right here and buy. But I want you to think about this when you're checking it out, that you have the ability to have a system like that out there working for you 24/7. That's the freedom. Because guess what? When you have a business like this out there working for you 24/7, you know what that means. You can get more creative. You can add more income streams. You can reconnect with your children, your grandchildren, your significant other, because you have the time to do it, because you know you have an automated sales process out there working for you. I get so fired up when people are listening to my lives and buy from me immediately. I'm like, that's awesome. But I get just as fired up when somebody purchases from me and they've been in my automations for 1 year. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. You guys, this is how you have a predictable income stream, by the way. Like, this is it. This is how you have that predictable daily paying income, because it's always out there working for you. That's your freedom. So the first thing you should want to do is get your business in profit mode. That takes all the pressure off. Second thing you want to do is you got to get out of debt. You got to get that financial pressure off. I think the third thing you need to do is, if you're not happy with your job, if you're not fulfilled, if it doesn't give you the time freedom and the financial independence you're looking for, you got to get a game plan to quit that freaking job. So let's say it's by the end of the year. Then what you need to do is you need to figure out how much you need to get out of debt. That's the very most smartest thing you should do before you quit your job. Just get out of debt. And then how much do you need to, like, replace your income at your job? And then you reverse engineer. Okay. So figure it out. And then how much do you need to make this year? So you've made that money, you've replaced your income, and you can walk into 2025 freedom. The best way to do this, you guys, is literally, people pay attention to stories. You don't put your kids to bed at night and tell them bedtime facts. You tell them bedtime stories. So I don't have my other phone here, dang it. So one of the first things I did is, the moment I launched my business, I was terrified. And I wish I would have saved this story, dang it. We were coming back. So I purchased heading to my son's cross country meet. On the way back, I was really overthinking it. I was in my head. And I decided to do a story. And I did a story on Instagram. And all I said is, I'm excited, I'm nervous, but anybody know anything about digital marketing? I'm getting ready to launch into the digital marketing world. I said something like that. So I opened up conversations. I took temperatures. Okay. And I posted the video. And then, I mean, a few people commented, right? And most people said, no, what's digital marketing? What's digital marketing? Then the next video I created, and I literally said this: who is on TikTok? Do you have any pointers for me? I'm getting ready to go on TikTok and I'm petrified. And I went, okay. I was being real. For some reason, people think the only reason you're going to have success is if you're polished and you're really good. No, people can sense the fakeness. And so that was my other story I created. And then I remember that was the two stories I created, right? And then there was a mixture of my son running that day. So that was my stories. That evening, when I was starting to set up my business, I took a quick screenshot and I'm like, yes, no tech. I just did these teaser stories. That's all I did. And I posted it. Now, when I post on Instagram, I shared it to Facebook. I make money daily in stories alone, by the way. Stories are fire. People love stories because they can be nosy and click through stories. So that was that's all I did. And then guess what? A few people messaged me and goes, what are you doing? What are you up to now? What are you doing now? And all I said is, I just replied to their DM and I said, stay tuned. I haven't got I'm putting a business on autopilot. I haven't got it launched yet, but I'm fired up. I just want more time with my family. Exclamation mark. That's all I said. And they reply back. They go, let me know. Because I just said, I just wanted more time with my family. And you guys, that's all I did. I did stories, right? And I did that while my business was set up. The day it launched, okay, so you think about this. I did this on the 10th, the 11th, the 12th. And on the 13th, I literally did a post. I did another story and I literally said, yeah, live. And I had my dailypaybusiness.com, because in Instagram, you can have a clickable link. And I literally did, yay, I'm live. I think it was me and my granddaughter, and she was jumping up and down. And I was like, I'm live. And that's all I said. I said, yay, I'm live. And we did a jump up and down, had a high energy song. And it said daily paid business, which took him right here. Made $300 that day. And I was like, holy crap. And guess what? It was a complete stranger. And I thought I got lucky. I was like, that was just luck, right? So I continue to do that. I continue to just be real and raw and sharing my stories. I think one of the stories I did is I literally just said, I cannot believe how many people can use this to get their life and their time back. I just did quick little 5 to 12, 20-second stories. And then from that moment on, I always had daily pay business. And then I would swerve in with some family and then swerve on out with business and swerve back in with family, right? And the moment it would get up to like 100 to 400 views on a story, I would do business, business, business. But it was not like buy from me. I never said buy from me. I shared the vision. I shared like, oh my gosh, people need this. Oh my gosh, this is going to impact a lot of lives. Oh my gosh, this is going to help mamas never have to take a calculator to the grocery store, because I knew what my perfect customer needed to hear to buy. Made 300 on the 13th, made 600 the next day, 900 the next day. 300, 600, 300, 900. And then I went like 5-6 days and I didn't make anything. Okay. Because I started focusing more on just TikTok. Big mistake. I don't know why I wasn't as consistent with stories, right? I've had to fail my way to the top. But I had one video on TikTok that did pretty good. I probably peaked at maybe 800 to 1,000. But I had been building my email list from sharing my stories. And that's what pushed me to just start getting customers. And I made 7,000 that month from the 10th through the 30th of September. In October, you guys, I had 2 videos. One did good, really good, and one did great. Okay. And the other one's kind of hung out in the 50 to 200 club. If I had a video hit 200, that was like, we are jumping on the bed. But see, here's the difference of me and you. If 50 people watched my video, I was like, holy crap, that's 50 complete strangers watching me. 50 strangers from all over the world discovered me. Do you see the difference of mindset? But I had 2 videos in October that just really built my email list. And I'm not talking a lot. You don't need a lot, right? My email, I didn't even have 1,000 followers yet. I hit 1,000 followers the end of October. But I ended up making 14,000. So you guys, I made $21,000 off of a TikTok platform, brand new to TikTok platform, and Instagram stories that went over to Facebook. And I didn't do a lot on Facebook. Sometimes I did Instagram stories. Okay. I'm just telling you, it was the consistency and of me just sharing stories and piquing interest. I literally would tell people, oh my gosh, I'm going to learn the skills to make 300 a day. Do the math. I'm going to learn skills to make 300 a day, which is 109,000 a year. This is awesome. I can't wait to learn these skills. I can't wait to learn these skills. This is cool. People are like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. Check it out. And I pushed them back to here every time because I built this business. I've never heard the word no. I've never had to get on the phone with anybody. It's awesome. But I got to tell you this, the month of November, I literally hung out in the 200 club. Like literally, I don't even think I had any videos get pushed past 200. Matter of fact, 200 was a good day. Now, most of you, that's all you would have focused on. Me, I was so grateful. I was like, holy crap. If I have a video that gets 200 views, 3 videos a day, that's 600 complete strangers. I can't even imagine having 600 people in my house. Right? But what I focused on is I would go back to September and October, those 3 videos. You think about it. There's 31 days in October. So 31 times 3 is 93 videos I did in October, and only 2 did good. Do you see the difference? See the CEO mindset I had? Because those are the 2 I focused on. Everybody else focuses on the ones that didn't do anything. I focus on the ones that did. How can I recreate them? What was said in my message that stopped the scroll of my perfect customer? So I worked on recreating them. That's all I focused on. And I finally started doing, I made Fridays Freedom Friday. Hey, it's Freedom Friday. Ask me anything. And I would go through my content, and anybody asked me a question, I would reply to that in video stories. And that took off. At first, it didn't. Of course not. Right? But that took off. But you guys want to go to Launch to Profit in 7 days? Share your journey. The excitement, oh my gosh, I'm learning something new. I don't know if I can do this, but I'm going to do this because I am going to change. Share the vision. Don't ask anybody to buy. Ask them if they've heard of digital marketing. Ask them if they know anything about having a business on autopilot. Don't ask anybody to buy. I didn't do one CTA, I don't think, but I had my website on there. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. Connection equals currency. My goal was just to build my email list. But you guys, I'll share this with you. Nope, I didn't go live in September. Nope, I didn't go live in October. And November, the end of November, I decided to go live because I really wanted to get to know my perfect customer better. And so I started going live the end of November. I went live like 5 times and I was terrified. But I believed in what I was doing. Right? And then the beginning of December of 2022, I started going live every day. I've only missed like a week total since December of 2022. Pushed my income to over 1,000 a month. And now I'm well over 4,000 to 5,000 on average a day. No, 1,000 a day. And now I'm averaging, let's just say 4,000 a day for easy math. All because I've just been consistent. But it's kind of like you can't eat an apple in one bite. You have to take bite-sized pieces. When you're going to build an online business, you got to take bite-sized pieces. But we live in a social world. People like to socialize. So you need to be a human and be you and be authentic and just go out there and create stories or content that will stop the scroll. Now, let's say you're building a faceless brand. How do you do that with a faceless brand? The same way. Because your social media posts, your social media accounts are going to have, and I teach you this inside my community, and you got to have that picture that's going to be on your social media profiles. That's the picture you use. And then you do the same thing, but it's the words on the screen instead of talking. And then when you put words on the screen, you have music match it. Now, here's the game changer. I built my business to 6 figures in 6 months. Okay. I made 152,000 in 6 months. But I started doing something different going into April. I think I did it a few times in March, and that was probably why I had such a huge month and hit 6 figures. I started adding monthly webinars back then, monthly webinars. Because I started building an email list and I was like, how can I communicate more with them? Now we're up to weekly webinars, and the people in my community that actually promote and use the weekly webinars are making money. And I mean bank. It's insane. The growth that we have the day of a webinar in our community it's literally nutso to me. So imagine getting a proven process to follow. And your goal is every day creating content, learn how to master the 2-hour income earning activity day, build your email list, build your following, and every week you invite to a free webinar. And then guess what? You get invited to the free webinar and you have the top income earners doing the webinar for you. So you get to be doing the things that you love while your guests are on a webinar with the people that have the most skills and techniques in our community that can actually help them, help your customers. It's just such an amazing process that we have, and it's been the game changer. This process is, I'm going to add another layer to it this month, but this process is literally what will help create 1,000 self-made millionaires inside my community. It's not an income claim. It's just the truth. I'm not going to create it for them. They will by following these strategies. Yeah. Aw, thank you, Michael. Love it. Give example of how you get prospects on TikTok to your link by just delivering value. Think about it. When you go out there and you see something that's really, really good, you're like, man, that was good. What do? You click on their profile and you want to learn more, right? And so one thing that we do, Betsy, that we teach you is we teach you how to do what's called a CTA. Put that in the comments, CTA, because I don't want you to forget it. I want you to plant that seed of a CTA in your head right now. It's called a call to action. So what we do, Betsy, is we'll create a piece of content. And at the very end, I'll be like, if you want to learn more, put ready in the comments. I would absolutely love to share it with you. Bessie, that's a CTA. What happens is, you guys ready for this? This is how I built my entire following. So what happens is I'll create a piece of content. The ones that make it to the end, they hear that CTA. The ones that are interested actually go to the comments and put ready in the comments. That immediately registers the algorithms with that social media platform to push that video out to more people like them. Now, the only goal of TikTok, the only goal of YouTube is keeping people on the platform longer. So they know you made it to the end of the video. So those algorithms are so intelligent. They will go find more people that watch videos and that would be interested. And they will push that out to more people like them. And guess what? While that's going on, you're doing the things that you love. You're spending time with your family or doing what you love. You're living your life. And the TikTok algorithms, the Facebook algorithms, the YouTube algorithms, the Instagram algorithms are pushing it out to more customers. It's brilliant. Because guess what? Then they put ready. I reply back with visit dailypaybusiness.com. I check it, 3 times a day now. I used to check it twice a day, 5 minutes at a pop, because I copy and paste out of my saved notes. Visit or dailypaybusiness.com for details. I copy and paste it out of my notes, and I do it all through my my notifications. So what happens is somebody's putting ready in the comments. I'm just copy and pasting dailypaybusiness.com for details, and then over and over, the more people that respond, the more the algorithms push it out. Now, here's my question for you. Okay? Because I'm going to make it even, you're going to be like, oh my God, this is awesome. Ready? Here it goes. How many of you have ever seen a video and you notice it has a lot of comments? So you go read the comments. Put a yes or no in the comments. Have you ever went and seen, like, you go look at the comments in a video? Has anybody, am I the only one? It's like you want to go get your popcorn, then you go read the comments, as in, yes. You're like, hell yes, yes. Okay. So think about this. We've all done it. Okay. So are your perfect customers. So you think about it. You create a piece of content, you do the CTA, they're responding to the CTA, you're responding back to your domain, which is branding you, because guess what? The other people, the looky-loos that are clicking on that to see the comments, are seeing your domain over and over and over. You planted the seed. This is all happening, again, while you're doing the things that you love. So all of a sudden you planted the seed, and guess how you water that seed? No different than if you plant something outside, you water it. You know how you water it? Because you're going to be consistent with 3 pieces of content a day. All of a sudden, that seed was planted because they seen your dailypaybusiness.com or whatever yours is. And then tomorrow they see another one of your videos. Oh, they watered that seed. See another one of your videos. All of a sudden, it's starting to get more familiar. And if all of a sudden, like, I got to check this out. Like, I keep on seeing her. That's how I built my entire business. And guess what? All of that is going on while I'm spending time with my family. All of that is going on while I'm able to be creative and add other income streams. You guys, it's the most brilliant business strategy I've ever seen in my entire life, because you know what? You don't have to spend any money on marketing to achieve this. You just got to want to be consistent with 3 pieces of content a day. That's it. 3 a day can turn into daily pay. So that means, Betsy, you don't got to go find customers. You don't got to DM anybody. I hope it just helps you want to take action, right? I'm just your hope dealer. You guys, I hope today you see a different perspective. I hope today you see that you too can learn these skills. I hope. I just want to be your hope dealer. Dang it. I want you to be so freaking proud of yourself on December 31st, because you took charge on July 15th and you've completely changed your family's life.